From the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night, this is exciting Imperial Valley football on VSN Sports.net, the Valley Sports Network, the source for Imperial Valley sports. For John Moreno and Ruben Castro, this is Vic Carrillo here at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium in beautiful Imperial as the Imperial Tigers hosting the Madison Warhawks out of the Central League in San Diego for an undefeated clash of Titans. The Tigers come in with a 2-0 spotless record, averaging over 45 points per game behind the throwing of quarterback San Antonio Ureña and the receiving of Gio Robles and the hard running of Darren Wessel. And the Warhawks coming tonight to rebuild after replacing their coach over 21 seasons, who averaged 8 victories per season and had 2 state championships, as they come in to battle not only the Tigers, but this sultry evening, this hot September evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome our guest color analyst, giving us football insight, Ruben Castro.
Hey Vic, how's it going, man? It's good to be here, man. To see this battle, like you called it, the Battle of the Titans, man, it's going to be so fantastic. You know, you say Madison is 0-2, but coming in against Imperial, they might as well be 2-0 because it's going to be a battle all the way. They're not going to let it happen, you know.
Well, Madison had played Santa Fe Christian and then Steel Canyon, who are teams that are also ranked in the San Diego section in the top 25.
Well, there's no pancakes or cupcakes, however they call cupcakes, on the schedule for Madison, let alone Imperial. Imperial, a dark horse to win the IVL championship this season. They beat Al Central last year and came in second place to a very talented Brawley Wildcat squad. They graduated 34 seniors. Brawley did. 14 of them were all-Valley starters on offense and defense, but it looks like Imperial has the horses this year with a sophomore quarterback, a sophomore standout running back, veteran receivers led by Gio Robles, a stout defense. But the key tonight is the offensive line for the Imperial Tigers, led by Levi Mincher, Dylan Rosales, Efra Favila, Jordan Malik, and Maciel Robedo. They average over 240 pounds per man on the line, and they're going to have their hands full going against the big and talented defensive line for the Warhawks with R.J. Miller, Jeremiah Rostrom, Logan Nelson, and Clayton Moorfield. 6'1", 310 pounds, John. That's a mountain of a man.
And a mountain of a man is right, and that's where the game is won or lost, right in the trenches. 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. If your line isn't doing the job, then your skill positions aren't going to do the job.
Well, you know, David Shaw likes to run a balanced attack, the spread. They like to throw the ball. They like to run the ball. In other words, you got to dance with who bring you.
Yeah.
And he's got Wessel as the running back. But when you have a talented quarterback like Urena, who's already thrown 50 passes in 2 games, averaging 380 yards per game, 7 touchdowns, he's completed 39 out of those 50. How does, you know, for a young quarterback, even a seasoned veteran, you know, those are outstanding statistics.
Well, I was going to tell you, Vic, you know, the Imperial team has grown into its own from last year. You know, they were so young last year, and to accomplish what they accomplished, you know, in beating Central, really tells you of the direction they were taking this year. And this year they're going to be something very difficult to handle for any team that they face, including the Madison Warhawks.
Well, you know, they say success breeds success. Kerry Laguerra was an outstanding coach, had an outstanding one-loss record. Before him, it was Mike Swearingen. You know, back in the 90s, they partnered up. And now you have David Shaw, an outstanding quarterback, basketball player, and baseball player for the Imperial Tigers in his 7th season. What does he bring to the table?
Leadership. David Shaw, I had the opportunity to coach against him when I was coaching at Vincent Memorial, and he was at Calipatria. We always saw Calipatria as a small town. We're going to go in there and run them over. But with the leadership of David Shaw, man, they gave us everything we could handle. And it took us a couple of seasons to actually put a win against him, you know. And I love David. David is a fantastic man, a fantastic person, and I think he's a great coach
Well, you know, getting them early, John, you saw the Pop Warner kids, or not Pop Warner, but the youth football kids coming out with a football team. That's a big thrill for them. You know, they're 7, 8 years old, going up to junior high age, etc. And so winning develops at the lower level. And I know you've always said this, that Calexico or other schools that have challenging times with their football program, let alone getting players to come out at freshman level or junior varsity. How important is this type of program for a city of Imperial and the high school?
Well, this is the utmost important for the city of Imperial, but not only these kids are from the Valley-wide. We've got kids that are using Calexico's 9th grade campus to practice on. So we've got people from the Valley coming down, and they're using our facilities. And some of those kids may be our kids. Some of those kids may be, when I say our kids, I mean Calexico's kids. And some of those kids may be from Heber, Imperial, El Centro, what have you. But this program that we have, the youth football, is the feeder program that builds up. The kids have buy-in early on, and they know what it takes to win.
Well, John, the sun's starting to go down. The music's cranked up. We're getting that little breeze. Where are other games going on tonight?
Well, tonight the Central is at Mount Carmel, and Central's going 2-0 up to Mount Carmel. They've still got that contract going. Brawley is at
Mission Bay. Vincent Memorial's at Hoover.
Hopeville at Yuma Catholic. Calexico's at Somerton, a new high school out in Yuma. Palo Verde is at Yuma. Southwest is Coastal Academy, and Calipatria is playing Mar Vista from the South Bay.
So this is the only game in town, so to speak, in the Imperial Valley. The Imperial Tigers hosting the Madison Warhawks. Back to you, John.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Calexico Wellness Center. Your well-being is our top priority. We're a non-profit clinic bringing trusted healthcare directly to your neighborhood. Call us at 760-270-9126. By La Fonda, craving authentic Mexican food, head to La Fonda Mexican Bar and Grill in El Centro. From sizzling fajitas to our famous enchiladas, we've got something for everyone. Visit us today, La Fonda, where the flavor meets family. By Arctic Air, beat the heat with our top-of-the-line York air conditioning systems at Arctic Air Conditioning and Heating. Stay cool and comfortable all summer long with unbeatable reliability. Arctic Air is at 352-8855. By Esqued Realty, thinking of selling or buying a property? Trust the experts at Esqued Realty with unmatched local knowledge and offering professional and friendly service for 30 years. They'll get top dollar for your investment or help you purchase your next dream home. Esqued Realty, the mark of excellence. By Sanders Architecture and Engineering, discover innovation with Sanders Architecture and Engineering from concept to creation. We bring your vision to life with precision and passion. Trust Sanders to build the future today. Wishing all Valley teams a safe and successful season. And by El Centro Motors. Looking for unbeatable deals? Head to El Centro Motors and get huge savings on your favorite Ford models. Don't miss out. And by Ivy Welding and Mechanical. Need expert welding and mechanical services? Trust the pros who get it done right. On time, every time. Call Ivy Welding and Mechanical today. Precision in every spark. Back here live at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium, it's the Imperial Tigers coming onto the field, and the crowd is roaring. They love their Tigers out here.
Well, John, offensively, the Tigers, when they get the ball, they're going to go with young quarterback San Antonio Ureña, who has 39 completions on 50 attempts for 678 yards and 7 touchdowns in 2 games. He has a quarterback rating of 150.4. The running back will be Darren Wessel, who has 140 yards rushing to his credit, and he has 4 touchdowns on the ground and 2 touchdowns on kickoff returns. The wideouts are Gio Robles, number 3, Mario Gagiola, number 4, Trey T.J. Reese, number 18, and Leo Morales, number 19. 18 and 19 are both sophomores. John, one of the key of the Imperial Tigers' success is their offensive line. It's anchored by number 52, Levi Mincher. At center, the guards are Gillian Rosas and Jordan Malik. The tackles are Ezra Favila, along with Maciel Robledo. So, Ruben, what do you think of this offensive team for the Imperial Tigers. They have depth, they have talent, and they have desire.
Oh, I think that. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? Saying hello to Coach Bob here. Hey,
we're getting fans storming the press box.
We're out here in the stands on a table. Thanks to the principal, Joe Apodaka, who's hosting us tonight. Gave us a good parking out here between fields.
Anyway, Ruben, go ahead.
You know, I had to prepare for Imperial for many, many years, and I'll tell you something. Preparing for Imperial is no cakewalk. It's they know how to make you use your practice time through the different plays that they run and the different formations that they use.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now honor the flag of the United States of America and our troops overseas with a playing of the national anthem.
Ayala looking to his right. Ayala throws in the corner. He's open. It's a touchdown. Touchdown, Darren Wessel.
We're back here live at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium, home of the Imperial Tigers, just about getting set to kick off, Vic. Madison Warhawks coming into town from the Claremont area in San Diego.
That's right, John. So from the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night, it's exciting Imperial Valley football here at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium as the Imperial Tigers receiving the Warhawks from Madison High School. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Vic Carrillo along with Ruben Castro, welcoming the voice of choice, the real deal, your friend and mine, Johnny Mo, John Moreno Brown.
Vic, we're here at Imperial Tiger Stadium, or Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium, and it's the Tigers, the team to beat for 2025, I believe. I believe if the Tigers stay healthy the whole season, they've got a shot at it. They've got a big shot. They're, I think, 27 ranked in the top 25 of San Diego County, CIF. They've got the weapons. They've got the line. They've got a balanced attack, Vic. This is what I've heard, and now I want to see it.
All right, John, and not only at the top of the line is the Imperial Valley Football Referees Officials Association, represented by the White Hat, the head referee, Gene Martin, the umpires, Bruce Hartsock, the head linesman is Roman Rubio, the line judge is Gabriel Castro, and the back judge, John Robb, an outstanding officiating crew put together by Alan Phillips and John Seaman. So, quick prediction, Ruben Castro, what do you see out there?
You know something? Right now I see a very, very, let's call them an equal matchup. And like John said, let's see what we see here in the first quarter. They're both going to spread it out. They're going to try to throw. They're going to try to run. They're going to try to find the weak spots. And when they find it, they're going to exploit it.
Well, Imperial won the toss, and they're electing to receive Harrison Brown, number 7, 6'3", 205-pound junior, receiving college interest, will be handling the kickoff duties for the Warhawks from Madison.
And Hueso and Gagiola back to receive the kickoff for the Warhawks.
The Warhawks, not the Warriors.
Not the Warlocks, but the Warhawks.
Right.
And I understand Harrison Brown is a pretty good kicker, Vic.
Right, he's received college interest, only a junior, and his kicks have gone into the end zone, but Tigers aren't far behind. Lucas Mora has had 16 kickoffs. 8 of them have been for touchbacks after an Imperial score. And he's...
well, you want to keep it away from Hueso, who's standing at the far end of the 5-yard line, inside the 5.
So Gagiola and Hueso standing inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, I can't wait to see Hueso take this ball in.
They're waiting for the VSN signal to start this game.
They're waiting for the chain gang to get across the field. That's what they're waiting for.
So, John, what does the spreadsheet say? What do you think?
Well,
what are the keys to success?
Keys to success. Well, like I said, they've got the weapons, but I think Imperial, even though they may be ranked a little lower than Madison, I think they've got the guns, and I think they're going to take it tonight.
Well, hopefully they can get a fast start, John, get on the scoreboard first, and they can set the tempo for the game.
Right.
They do have the home field advantage here with, what are we at, about 99 degrees with a humidity at about 45.
And that ball kicked way out of the stadium.
So they keep it away from Darren Hueso, and the Tigers will come out with quarterback Santonio Ureña.
Right, he'll be joined by Darren Hueso. The wideouts are number 3, Gio Robles, a senior, number 4, Mario Gagiola, number 18, Trey T.J. Reese, a sophomore, and number 19, Leo Morales, another sophomore, wearing jersey number 19. The Tigers in all red uniforms with white trim. The Warhawks wearing white uniforms, navy blue helmets, and blue numerals.
First and 10 for the Tigers. High snap. Hueso takes the handoff and brought down by number 21.
That was Prince Rodriguez, a freshman, 5'11", 200 pounds. We'll give you the starters on defense for the Warhawks. Number 3, Isaiah Murrell. Number 4, Nehemiah Rodriguez. Number 6, Marcus Salmon. Number 8, Romeo Pepe. We'll give you the remaining starters after this play.
Second and 10, no gain on the play. Ureña looking for a receiver to the right. Finds a man, that's Gagiola. And Gagiola gets a first down, takes it to the 45-yard line.
That was correction. That was number 4 for for Imperial.
I said Mario Gagiola.
What did you say, Gagiola?
Yeah.
I thought I heard you say Gio Robles.
Well, that's what you get for...
Isaac Logo Diaz, 6'3", 6'1", a 205-pound junior. The running backs are Adrian Sola, who rushed for 680 yards last year. He's 5'9", 185, a junior. He'll be joined in the backfield with Kawika DeVore, number 20. The wideouts are Talon Lampert, Isaiah Murrell, Romeo Pepe, and Alexander Minnick.
Well, I'll tell you guys, Landon Bernal did a good job of saving that touchdown, man, because it was gone. He just grabbed that shoestring and brought him down.
So the quarterback, Logo Diaz.
With a little reverse there, coming back this way. That's number 3. That is Isaiah Murrell.
He's a senior, 5'10", 170 pounds.
He'll pick up 7 yards and take it right to midfield.
Defensively for the Tigers, they go with Levi Mencher, number 52, a defensive tackle. Jarrell Washington Walker, another defensive tackle, number 24. The nose is number 62, Jordan Malik. The outside linebackers are number 20, Jacob Lee, along with Adrian Cortez, TJ Reese, number 18, and inside linebacker number 10, Ernie Vargas. We'll give you the defensive backs after this play.
Second and short at midfield for the Warhawks. Quick flare pass to the left side. That's number 6. Finds a lot of room.
Marcus Salmon.
There's going to be a penalty on that play right there. There's a block in the back.
The rest of the starters on defense for the Tigers are Kenneth Tirado wearing jersey number 0, number 4, Mario Gagiola, number 9, Sammy Ruvacalba, one of the defensive stalwarts from last year, and free safety Danny Alcala.
Yep, definitely a block in the back by that wide receiver. He came back and tried to pick up that cornerback.
Offensively, the line, the center is Jeremiah Rostron, 5'11", 215. The other offensive linemen left to right are Logan Nelson, number 55, 6'5", 250 pounds. Number 64, Zach Preciado, 6 feet, 215. 65, Jacob Underwood, 6'2", 220. And 75, Yael Cruz, 6'3", 220. So they average about 220 on the line. Good size for a high school team. That goes to 0. Adrian Sola.
Looked like a screen.
That's what it was. It was a little screen, but boy, that
was going to get sacked.
He had no time. You know, usually you want that type of rush for a screen, but that was just too quick.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Warhawks.
The ball at the 43-yard line. They're going left to right, or they're northbound. That breeze feels really good, John. Do you think it'll be a factor tonight in the passing game?
Oh, no, I don't think so. It's just a little gust.
8:40 remaining here in the first quarter.
It could even be a vagrant breeze.
The Tigers drew first blood on a 39-yard scamper by Darren Wessel.
So obvious passing situation for the Warhawks. And delay of game.
You know, John, it's an impressive turnout by the community of Imperial and the high school. The stands are packed on the home side, and you have people standing along the end zone over by the concession stand. And Madison traveled pretty well, too. They've got a good group of fans on the far side of the field.
And don't forget all the cars parked on the canal bank up there that Imperial is famous for. A lot of the cars up here come out to the game, and they watch it from there, and that's pretty nice. You know, that's pretty cool.
So 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Imperial 7, Madison 0.
3rd and 14. Dump pass to the left side, number 0, but is swarmed. Sola from Isaac Logo Diaz, the quarterback, having a tough time moving that ball forward, and a punting unit will be coming onto the field.
So an excellent defensive stand, Ruben, by the Tigers.
Well, yeah, you know something. It was beautiful that just the way they came up and they work as a team, Vic. You know, they have incredible team speed, very similar to Central's. They all converge, you know, at the same time. That you had that one linebacker come up, put a stop to the running back, and everybody else came in and finished him off.
John, you have your binoculars. Who's
Darren Wessel. Good punt, and it's not going to be returned as it goes into the end zone, or maybe downed before that. Looks like it's downed inside the 2-yard line.
That was number 7, Harrison Brown, on that punt.
So they're backing up Imperial against the wall, but they're coming out with their guns a-blazing.
So Imperial will come out with San Antonio Ureña, number 12 at quarterback. He's a sophomore. He'll be joined in the backfield with Darren Wessel, jersey number 2. Number 3, Gio Robles. Number 4, Mario Gagiola. Number 18, TJ Reese. And number 19, Leo Morales are the wideouts.
You know, we have a situation here, John, a situation that many teams don't practice for.
And that is?
Pinning somebody back at the 1 yard line. As a defensive coordinator, I would tend to, bring everybody and try to catch them for
a touch, a sack the quarterback, right?
Yeah. But on the other hand, they could come back and throw a pass and burn me on that.
Right, so there was some movement on the offensive line, so it'll be half the distance to the goal line. So it'll be what, on the 1 foot line? John, you have the binoculars again?
Yeah, it's almost tangent. It's almost tangent.
So if we have the record book for the Imperial Tigers, what's the longest play from scrimmage?
Wessel trying to find some room, but wait a minute. They gave him the forward progress at the 2 yard line.
In to make the stop for the Warhawks was number 5, runner R.J. Miller, a senior, 235, playing the nose position.
2nd and 9 for Imperial. Takes it to Wessel, going deep. Gio Robles, intended receiver down this near sideline. Incomplete. Gio Robles, all 6'7" of him.
Right off his fingertips there, John.
He was guarded closely by Isaiah Cannon, number 15, who was on him stride for stride. So if Robles would have been able to make that catch, he would have probably been tackled right away. That's how close number 15, Isaiah Cannon, was.
That would have been a 40-yard lob there.
But Isaiah Cannon looks like he's 5'7", 5'8". It's hard to match up to Robles. You can't coach height.
Or speed.
Wessel finds a little hole and takes it up to about the 10-yard line.
Wow. It's right there. Right there.
Maybe they'll give him the first down.
Sure looks like it.
They do, and it's 1st and 10 Imperial.
Okay.
With 6:01 remaining in the first quarter.
That's the second time, John, that Imperial throws a pass and the Warhawk defense loosens up.
Well, what you have is you have Levi Mincher at center, number 52, joined by Rosales, 50, Malik, 62, Favila, and Robledo in charge of the ground game.
So 1st and 10. Ureña airs it out. And that pass is caught. Mario Gacchiola, incomplete.
That sure looked like it was caught, John.
Yeah, it did, because he had his back to us.
Guarded closely by number 8, Romeo Pepe, a cornerback. So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 10. The ball at the Tiger 11-yard line. So David Shaw not shy of where he's on the field to throw the ball, and that's a lot of confidence in the young gunslinger Ureña.
Wessel.
Wow.
Stumbles but gets it through, and another first down for Imperial. Takes it to the 27-yard line.
A pickup of 17 yards on the play, John.
The kid stopped on a dime, stumbled, and then picked up big-time yardage. Incredible.
1st and 10 Imperial. Fumble. And it was miscommunication and recovered by Madison.
Number 6 for Madison, that was Marquez Salmon recovering that ball as it was mishandled. An excellent field position with 5:02 remaining here in the first quarter. Imperial 7, Madison 0, but they've got the ball inside the 30-yard line.
Imperial tried to option Madison on that play, and I'll tell you something, it's really difficult for a young sophomore to get the option read, and I believe that's what went wrong. He pulled it a little bit late, and the running back kind of pulled it out of his hands.
So 1st and 10 for Logo Diaz, quarterback. Hand off to number 0, picking up a couple of yards, maybe if that, Adrian Sola.
Adrian Sola, they go with Isaac Logo Diaz at quarterback. Sola, the running back, along with number 20, Kawika, DeVore. The wideouts are Lampert, Neural, Pepe, and Minnick. The tight end is R.J. Miller.
2nd and 9 for the Warhawks. 4:27 remaining in the first quarter. Logo Diaz and split backs behind him.
In shotgun formation.
Option fumbles, and it's recovered by Madison.
So that was on a 2nd and 9. They picked up some positive yardage there.
That is, Roman Pepe was the one that recovered that fumble.
That's the second option play and the second fumble we see in this game.
3rd and 5 from the 17. Hand out to number 0, that's Adrian Sola. Does he get the first down? Pretty close.
Tackled by number 52, Levi Mincher, from his defensive tackle position. Assisted by number 62, Jordan Malik, playing the nose. So it'll be 4th and short. 3 minutes, 8 seconds remaining.
Are they going to go? They're going to go for it. Why not?
They might try to draw Imperial offsides.
Now, what'd you say their size was up front there, Vic?
A couple of big fellas right there.
Yeah, they just brought in some extra beef.
Yeah, it's Ortiz, weighing
Looks like
310.
Looks like they're trying to wedge it.
And that was number 52 for the Tigers, Levi Mincher, breaking into the backfield.
Adrian Sola didn't make it.
And so the Tigers, with 2:35 remaining here in the first quarter, able to offset that turnover and that fumble deep inside their own territory. They'll take over.
What a play. But tell you what, plays like this make champions, you know.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Burgers and Beer. Craving the perfect combo? Come to Burgers and Beer. Juicy, mouth-watering burgers, ice cold craft beer, or root beer. What more could you want? Taste it, love it, repeat. That's Burgers and Beer. And Ureña and Hueso now with the Tigers. Fake the dive, almost intercepted as intended for Gio Robles, but number 15, that is Isaiah Cannon, could have had it.
Getting his hands up. So Ruben on defense as a coach, what do you teach your linemen and your
Well, yeah, get your hands up when the ball's in the quarterback's hands ready to be launched. Get your hands up into the air and see if you can get a piece of it, or at least have him redirect the ball somewhere.
2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. The bread and butter, Darren Wessel. He'll pick up 6.
With some
running behind the blocking of center, Levi Mincher, number 52. The left guard is Gillian Rosales, number 50, a senior. The right guard is Jordan Malik, number 62.
It's a holding penalty.
Against the Tigers?
Yes.
And Ezra Favila, number 77, along with number 55, Mario Robledo. So all seniors on that offensive line, seasoned veterans. And, they help provide guidance to the sophomore quarterback.
And now the referees are mic'd up, and we can hear Gene Martin when he calls the penalties.
But they're trying to figure out whether it's half the distance or, because the ball was on the 17, 18-yard line, so it's inside the 20.
This game is brought to you by State Farm. Accidents happen, but with Marianne Valenzuela Fenley, you're covered. Get the protection you deserve. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call Marianne for a free quote. By CR&R, need reliable waste disposal? CR&R Waste Management has you covered. Our eco-friendly services keep your community clean and green. Visit CR&R, keeping your world cleaner. Second and 10 from the 14. Ureña and Wessel for the Tigers. Ureña looking for his receiver, Gio Robles, with a reception. Picking up maybe 6-7 yards on the reception for Gio Robles.
We have an update in Yuma. Yuma Catholic 7-6 over the Hopeville Vikings in Yuma, Arizona.
Third down and 6 for the Tigers. Great pass over the middle, number 18 for the Tigers.
Trey Reese.
Trey Reese gets a 1st and 10, move those chains.
He also likes to go by his nickname, TJ Reese, and gives the Tigers a much-needed first down with 1:33 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-0 in favor of Imperial here at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium.
And they'll spot the ball at the 37. 1 minute and a quarter left in this first quarter. 1:25. Wessel couldn't find a hole that time and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. What do we got?
Got a flag down there at about the 45-yard line on the far side of the field.
That was number 20 for the Warhawks, Kawika DeVore from his middle linebacker.
Sideline warning on that. We've got the referee mic'd up. So we'll get to hear what he has to say.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're getting really strict on those sidelines over there, John.
Yeah.
You got to stay within your box, and coaches just cannot talk to refs anymore.
Oh, is that right?
That's right, except for the head coach.
I remember you being famous for talking to the refs.
No,
Gio Robles with a reception and pretty close to the first down marker, and he'll take it to the 43.
So, Ruben, what can you tell us about the passing game implemented by the Imperial Tigers, throwing long, throwing short, really opening it up because they've thrown to the sideline, they've thrown to the middle of the field, and they've thrown deep.
You remember the run and shoot, Vic?
Yes.
That's what you're looking at right here. That's the run and shoot. You know, they'll run, they'll shoot short, they'll run, they'll shoot short, then they'll hit you big. And, boy, like you said, they have the weapons to run it.
3rd and 4 for the Tigers. Wessel breaks away and gets a first down. Does he?
He's right at it.
Yeah. They'll move the chains. They'll stop the clock with 10 seconds.
Well, you know that Darren Wessel is a playmaker. I mean, every time he touches the ball, he's got the potential to take it to the house, to go all the way. And here he picks up a much-needed first down to keep this drive alive.
A man named John Tyree once told me speed kills, and boy, does that guy have speed, Coach.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Score 7-0. We'll be back with more in a minute on the Valley Sports Network.
Breaking news. Breaking news. El Centro Motors is happy to announce the summer sales event and the return of 0%. Yes, you heard that right. 0%. Come and save money with these exciting offers. 0 down payment, 0% APR, 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, receive 2 years, 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy at El Centro Motors.
This summer, I'm saving. Are you? Despite the summer heat, there's no better time to save energy and money while keeping cool. IID offers several programs to help you save, including at least $1,500 in free energy-saving measures, rebates on energy-efficient appliances, $50 for recycling your old refrigerator, and a new free refrigerator for qualified customers, and more. At home, save by setting your thermostat at 78 or higher and using fans. This summer, I'm saving. Are you? For more tips and program information, visit us online.
We'll break here live starting the second quarter at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium on the friendly confines of Imperial High School. Imperial has the ball. 1st and 10
They'll be changing sides, John. The red-clad Imperial Tigers will be going northbound here at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium. After 1 quarter of play, they have the lead 7-0, looking to add on.
Ball at the 48-yard line.
At quarterback, number 12, a sophomore, San Antonio Ureña.
Moreno throwing it to Wessel.
Wow.
Wessel gets a first down and more. And we apologize for any technical difficulties we may have experienced.
Knocked out of bounds by number 22, Tristan Thomas. The left corner position.
Well, I'll tell you something about Wessel. You put another 50 pounds on that kid, and he's going to play for a big-time college somewhere.
Second and very, very short. Yeah, no, he is. He's only a sophomore, Ruben.
Yep.
So we've got this year plus 2 more.
And he has senior speed.
Class of 28. No, they did give him the first down, so it is a first down. Wessel. And he's just pushing his way through, fighting up, and gets 4.
Running behind the blocking of number 50, Jillian Rosales, and number 77, Ezra Favila, 6'3", 225 pounds.
That's a big boy right there, Vic.
And you talked about the connections to Calexico. Well, that's another connection, the Favilas, who lived off of Rockwood Avenue. You get Gio Robles, his parents were Calexico High grads, and Rodrigo Wessel, both sides of the family. So they're coming up here and making it good in Imperial.
Right, the Gascas as well are related to the Wessels.
Yes. Ureña to Robles. Robles bobbling, but he's still on his feet and gets a first down. Wait a minute, does he fumble?
Was the play blown dead?
Yeah.
They're celebrating on the Madison sideline. And it looks like the defense is taking the field.
Yeah, and they're switching football, so all for naught with 10:54 remaining in the second quarter. The ball is turned over to Madison.
Those are 2-3 tackles that he broke on that little reception he had there.
Yeah, and he didn't have control of that ball, but he got it, and then apparently when he fell, or when he was brought down, that
was stripped right there at the very end.
It's just like that old saying, it doesn't matter if it's a 100-mile-per-hour fastball if it's ball 4.
That's a good one, Vic.
So he should have gone down after the first or second contact. But there's no quit in Robles.
Nope.
He's a competitor.
1st and 10 at the 30 for Madison. Logo Diaz has a bad snap, has to pick it up and hands it off to number 6. That is
number 6, Marcus Salmon.
That's crazy. That Imperial defensive line had the Madison offensive line 5 yards deep in the backfield.
Well, Imperial's going with 3 down linemen. They have Jordan Malik at the nose position. The 2 defensive tackles are Levi Mincher and Gerald Washington Walker. And then you have the 5 linebackers.
It was loss of a yard on the Madison offense. So they'll be faced with a 2nd and 11 from the 29.
So what role does the nose tackle Jordan Malik play in this defensive front of 3?
Well, he's the one who keeps that middle linebacker free. He takes on the nose, he takes on guards, and allows the middle linebacker to do what he's about to do there, pursue and get to the tackle. Number 20 did exactly what he was supposed to.
Ball goes to Sola to the outside on a little dump pass, able to pick up a few yards running west towards the Madison Warhawk bench or sideline. It'll be 3rd and about 7.
9.5 to go in the second quarter. And the Imperial defense is really putting it to it.
Ball at the 34-yard line of Madison.
Hey there. How's it going?
Third and 6.
The quarterback, Logo Diaz, is 6'1", 215.
Logo Diaz is brought down, number 71 for the Tigers. That's Noah Larios coming in.
And coming out, he's the national champion in the heavyweight division in AAU high school wrestling.
Well, you were asking me about what the nose guard's job is. You just got a good look at what he does. You know, he comes in there, defeats the center, and gets into that quarterback on pass.
A low center of gravity. He weighs about 260, and he made his presence felt there. So with 8:15 remaining here, they'll have Lucas
Harrison Brown
punting, a junior.
And timeout is called. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Fairgrounds, celebrating local culture and agriculture, hosting the annual California Midwinter Fair and year-round events. By the IID, the Imperial Irrigation District, your local public water and energy. By Intercare, improving the health and wellness of our community. By the Dom Team for business, residential, and farmland real estate. Havens Landscaping for all your landscaping material needs. By the Imperial Valley Healthcare District, founded in 2023. The Healthcare District is dedicated to expanding access and improving healthcare for Imperial County. By Top Notch Barbershop, fresh cuts always a fade away. By RDO, nothing runs like a deer. By La Fonda Bar and Grill. Tony Camacho. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town. By CR&R Incorporated, the face of a greener generation. By Calexico Wellness, your health is our priority. By El Centro Motors, visit the El Centro Motors for your next car, truck, or SUV. By Arctic Air, dependable AC sales and service you can trust. And getting set to punt, Harrison Brown. And Darren Wesso standing right inside his 40-yard line. Goes out of bounds and will not be returned. So 7:56 remaining in the second quarter. The Tigers get a chance now to put their offensive attack on the field.
Well, John, we had a scoring update in Yuma Catholic High School. The Shamrocks have a 7-6 lead over the visiting Hopeville Vikings.
Any other updates? We got Central, and Mount Carmel and Brawley Mission Bay.
Vincent Memorial at Hoover.
Calexico at Somerton.
And Southwest at
Coastal Academy? No.
I think that's in Oceanside. Coastal Academy.
Yeah. Mar Vista and Calapat. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. I think people want to see Darren Wesso. He's brought down from behind at the 45.
Can you imagine how explosive this offense would have been this year if Rashad Robinson, who would be a junior, would have stayed instead of transferring to Lincoln? He's averaging over 160 yards per game on the ground, and he already has 9 touchdowns.
And Lincoln is ranked number one in San Diego. I don't think they have a field, though, right? They borrow other people's field?
No, I think they just christened their new field last week.
Good, yes. Pitch to Wesso. Wesso wants to turn it up the field. And he'll take it to midfield. There's a penalty flag, Ruben. Did you see what it was?
Looks like a hold.
And speaking of Lincoln, with a storied history, they had Terrell Davis, Hall of Famer, and Marcus Allen at the ribbon-cutting ceremonies. They were both outstanding all-CIF players for Lincoln High School.
And I recall he was 78 or 79. Marcus Allen, when he was playing with Lincoln, played the Brawley Wildcats, I believe. That was a historic day in Warren Field in Brawley.
And how did Brawley do, John?
Oh, I don't remember the score, but I'm sure Marcus Allen,
I think Lincoln went undefeated that year, and they won the CIF championship his senior year.
How do you prepare for a Rashad Robinson and a Darren Wessel on the same team?
2nd and 14. That would be a dream backfield. Ureña rolling, looking for Gio Robles.
What I like about David Shaw and his coaching staff, you got to play with the cards you're dealt, and they're getting maximum effort and performance out of the players that they have. You know, so you can't cry over spilled milk. You know,
and that's what scheme is all about, Vic. You know, you got to scheme around your players. It's always what the players could do, or what size you have, or what size you don't have. That determines whether you're going to run a 40, a 50, or run a power offense or a passing offense.
So you build your offense to the talent that you have and their skill set.
Correct.
Instead of trying to force a player to be a passer when he's a better runner.
Correct, exactly.
3rd and 14 from the 38-yard line. Going deep. A man is open. Gaxiola intended for him, and incomplete as number 8. That is Romeo Pepe was covered him very well.
And Romeo looks like he might have pulled a hamstring there on that all-out sprint as Gagiola jogs back to the huddle. It'll be 4th and 7.
That offensive line for Imperial has done an awesome job today. The Warhawks haven't even come close to the quarterback on any of his passes.
Lucas Mora with the punt team. Oh, no, wait a minute. Are they? Yeah.
No, I think it's number
4. Yeah.
Gagiola.
Gagiola's going to punt. Lucas Mora is a place kicker.
This kid could kick, Vic. You know, you spoke about the Warhawk kicker. Watch this guy. Oh.
Line drive. And standing away from it is number 15. That is Isaiah Cannon.
So the ball down inside the 10, John. They have 94 yards to traverse over this beautiful field at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium. So kudos to the grounds crew getting this field ready. It's the second home game for the Tigers. Last Thursday, they opened up their home schedule with a 49-6 victory over the visiting Vincent Memorial Catholic High School Scots.
Logo Diaz and company from Madison High School now onto the field with a 1st and 10. Inside the 10-yard line, looks like he's about the 7 or 8. Sola in the backfield, handing it off to number 6.
That's Marcus Salmon.
Salmon will try to turn it upfield, but not much there.
Defensively, the Tigers go with 0 Kenneth Tirado at the corner. The other corner is number 4, Mario Gagiola. Outside linebacker, number 9, Samuel Rubacalva, or Sonny Rubacalva. And number 10, Ernie Vargas, is also an inside linebacker, along with Danny Alcala as the free safety.
And that was a gain of 2 for Salmon. 2nd and 8. Logo Diaz.
Looks like that big right tackle stepped forward.
False start, 5-yard penalty.
Start.
So they'll go back.
Trying to get a jump on that Imperial Tiger rush there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind all of you to stay tuned to our halftime show featuring Imperial High School principal Joe Apodaca.
An outstanding principals here in Imperial County. I got to know Joe when he was coaching high school football at Calexico 20 years ago. And he picked up a program that had diminished with players, and he built it back up.
He sure did.
Wow. And number deflecting that pass, number 6, Adrian Cortez.
breaking up that play, Cortez, a senior, outside linebacker.
He was 2 inches away from taking that all the way in.
Yeah, and Joe then became athletic director at Calexico High School for several years, then moved up to Hopeville to be athletic director, and then finally came up to Imperial High School. He's been here at least 10 years and has done an amazing job with the school. And I'm glad to know him, and I'm glad to be his friend.
He's one of the many head coaches that I had the privilege of working under and learning from.
Yeah. Logo Diaz going into the air. And intended for Sola, incomplete. 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And this Imperial defense is not allowing any yardage to be gained by the Warhawks. As
They're going to have incredible field position right now because of the way they play defense on this series.
So it's 4th and a whole bunch. The ball around the 7-yard line. And Darren Wessel
is playing up front.
Yep.
No, he's back here.
No, he's number 2. He's over there. He's the left defensive end.
So we got Gacchiola back there. Let me see. Gacchiola's in the back.
I think he got a piece of that, Vic.
Yeah, they utilized his speed coming in from the outside.
Yep. I think he got a piece of it.
And that's
so here you see Wessel right coming to the sideline.
So either one of those returners, you can't go wrong.
Because that was only a 12-yard punt, and you're talking about D1 prospect at kicker?
Yes.
So I believe he got it. Speed kills.
So with 4:50 remaining, the Imperial Tigers will take over deep in Warhawk territory. The ball inside the 30.
Or right at the 31, it looks like. It's hard because we're not as high up as we normally are. And maybe even after the game. Was that what? No, that's the quarterback, Ureña. Whoa, running all the way through and inside the 10. Right about the 6-yard line.
Well, he's sending out a signal. Don't disrespect me. I can run too.
Well, everybody bid on Darren Wessel. As soon as everybody bid on Darren Wessel, he pulled the ball out of his gut and took it downfield.
That was a good read.
Very good read.
So timeout is called.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Esquer Realty, the mark of excellence, by Sanders Architecture and Engineering, building the future today, by Marianne Valenzuela Fenley, State Farm Insurance Agent in the Imperial Valley, by IV Welding and Mechanical, Industrial Welding Contractor. Subscribe to our VSN YouTube channel and follow VSN on Instagram. Calexico Wellness Center, your well-being is our top priority. Call us at 760-270-9126. And La Fonda, craving authentic Mexican food, famous for their special quesadillas. Head to La Fonda, from sizzling fajitas to enchiladas. Arctic Air, beat the heat with our top-of-the-line York air conditioning systems at Arctic Air. Today, call them at 352-8855. We could use a blast of Arctic Air. Esquer Realty, the mark of excellence. Thinking of selling or buying? Trust the experts at Esquer Realty with unmatched local knowledge. And they'll get top dollar for you after 30 years of service in the Imperial Valley. So, a 1st and goal for the Tigers. Ureña with an excellent run, taking him into the goal line stance.
So they're inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line.
Ureña hands it to Wessel. Touchdown, Imperial from a few yards out. Imperial on the board again, going for the point after.
So with 4:28 remaining in the second quarter, a short touchdown run by Darren Wessel extends the Imperial Tiger lead to 13. with 4:28 as we await the Lucas Mora point after attempt.
You know, I just noticed, John, it's only 13 going on 14. You know, the way Imperial's defense been dominating, it felt like it was like 28 or 30-0 already.
Yeah, but Imperial's, whoa, bad snap. Did he get it? Whoa, yes, he did. And so, with 4:28 remaining in the first half, 14-0, Imperial. We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN. Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Back here live at Imperial High School. Tigers are up 14-0. Lucas Mora with a kickoff. And number 15 will return it. He was hesitant, thinking he was in the end zone, and Gene Martin told him to run with the ball.
That was Isaiah Cannon. He wasn't sure if it was a touchback, and
well, you know what
he caught the ball at the 1 yard line. So
you know what they say, Vic?
What's that?
He who hesitates is lost. But nonetheless, he is up to the 15-yard line, it looks like, from this vantage point.
So it'll be first down for the Warhawks of Madison High School up along Interstate 8 in the Claremont area. Down by a score of 14-0 with 4:22 remaining here in the first half. At the quarterback, Isaac Logo Diaz.
Wow. And the running back ran into his own lineman. That's number 21. That is Prince Rodriguez.
Brought down by number 24. That was Jarrell Washington Walker, a junior.
Losing a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11.
So the Tigers going with number 20, Jacob Lee, number 24, Walker, 52, Levi Mincher at the defensive tackle position, Jordan Malik, the nose tackle, number 62.
2nd and 11. Screen. Incomplete.
Pass intended for 0.
Adrian Sola. So 3.5 minutes to go. Did we get an update for the Calexico score?
It's 21-0.
Okay. Calexico over Somerton.
Hey,
and that game is being played at Cibola High School.
Yes.
And Calexico will be hosting Cibola next Friday.
Next Friday. On the friendly confines of Willis Ward Field. So 3rd and 11 now for Madison.
Split out to the near sideline is number 9, Jalen White.
Isaac Logo Diaz rolling. Being chased and brought down way back. Losing his helmet and getting a penalty.
He also needs to come out of the game for a play there, John.
Well, was his helmet pulled off when he made the tackle?
Samuel Rubalcaba.
Well, whether it was pulled off or he pulled it off himself, once the helmet comes off in the field, the rule says you need to step off for a play.
Let's hear Gene Martin. On the defense. Oh, so it favored. Oh yeah.
So instead of the ball being turned over,
it's still fourth down.
It's still fourth down.
Yeah. I'm glad that the referees now have their mics hooked up and we can you know. Make it more like a pro atmosphere.
Well, now we know.
Thank you, John Seaman. So 4th down.
But at the high school level, John, will the referees be signaling out the players, the culprit, calling out their number?
They haven't yet.
Okay. Like they do at the pro level and even the collegiate level.
Right.
Do they call them out in the college level, though?
Yeah. Penalty on number 46, you know. They don't call out his name, but the TV announcers will.
Penalty on number 74, hands to the face. 4th down, folks. Harrison Brown way back, pretty close to his end zone. And up here is Darren Wessel at the 45.
Playmaker. They put him on the line. He gets a little tip of the ball on the punt return, and now he's back there trying to make a play on the punt return.
And that's what you want. You want to. You're deep in their own territory. You want to sprint to the punter. And will not be returned. It'll be spotted inside the 45.
You know,
Imperial.
excellent field position. The Tigers have the type of potent offense that they can score from anywhere on the field.
Yeah.
You know, they've got the running game keyed by Darren Wessel, the passing game under the arm of San Antonio Ureña, and the receiving core of Gagiola, Robles, along with T.J. Reese and Leo Morales, who we haven't seen. And then they have an outstanding sophomore in Hallam, Anthony Hallam, or junior, excuse me.
Yeah, Anthony Hallam was from El Centro.
Anthony Hallam Jr., and he's a sophomore.
And that quarterback is tough for a sophomore because he took a hell of a hit there at about the 1 yard line and still made it in. Broke the tackle and got in.
Ureña out of the shotgun, fakes the dive, and I wonder who he's throwing it for. Robles?
Robles.
Incomplete. I remember Anthony Hallam playing for Central, and we were in our early Bulldog radio days, we were calling his name.
Oh, yeah, outstanding athlete, football and basketball.
That was the.
As they say, John, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree.
3:04 remaining. 2nd and 10 for Imperial. 3 receivers to the near side. Dump pass coming out of the backfield. Wessel. No gain on the play. Bring up a 3rd and 10.
Now his older brother, Brandon Wessel, would have thrown a forearm shiver there and just run through that
Try
defender.
to truck him.
He graduated a year or two ago.
I think so, a couple of years ago. He's up here in the stands supporting his younger brother. In fact, it's a family affair here. A sea of red, John. All these families, grandparents, aunts and uncles. The only thing missing is a quinceañera or baptism.
3rd and 10. Ureña. Rolling. Looking. And pass caught by number 15.
That was Danny Alcala.
Or is that number 19?
That was Leo Morales, a sophomore.
He's got his jersey folded up. 19, Vic.
Okay, Leo Morales. Feel like you're calling out Keno numbers at the Fox with Luis Palacio and Willie Padilla pulling the numbers like Vanna White.
1st and 10. Wessel. Coming down to the near sideline. He is gone. Touchdown, Imperial. Wait a minute, did he step out of bounds?
No, he threw a flag.
Okay. Maybe perhaps a late flag.
No, it was during the play. You know,
Blocking in the back.
Blocking in the back, exactly. I'll tell you what, Gio got a hell of a block to spring it. And it wasn't a bad block over here either, but the referee saw it as a block in the back.
So a holding penalty.
Tonight's officiating crew representing the Imperial Valley Football Referees Association. The white hat, the head referee is Gene Martin. He's joined by the umpire Bruce Hartsock. Roman Rubio is the head linesman. Gabriel Castro is the line judge. And John Robb, is the back judge. An outstanding officiating crew representing the Imperial Valley Football Officials Association.
So it'll be a 1st and 15. Urena. Gacchiola with the reception. Takes it up.
Did he get a first down, John? It was
pretty close. He'll take it. Yeah, I think he may have gotten that first down. It was a 15-yard reception. No, he's short by a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and 2.
2:12 remaining in the second quarter. Tigers 14, Madison 0.
We got the 3 receivers to the left. Hueso this time finds a good hole, stutters, and then hits. Oh my God.
Well, the camera girl's getting a lot of attention there. That's better than being asked to dance at the sock hop at the gym after the game.
She's tough.
She must be from Imperial.
First and 10. Hueso took it inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Sometimes when you're not expecting it, John, you don't feel it.
Yeah. Your body's loose.
Well, he picked up a first down on that play. Less than 2 minutes now, 1:59. Ball at the 18-yard line. They're in the red zone in all red uniforms.
Gio Robles looks off the intent. He's caught. Did he get touchdown?
Yes.
Touchdown, Gio Robles.
A beautifully thrown pass by San Antonio Urena, where only Robles could make the catch.
Yep, and he went down there and got it.
A talented receiver, a talented pass catching combo, and it extends the Tiger lead to 20-0 over the Warhawks with 1:53 remaining here in the second quarter.
Lucas Mora with a point after for the Tigers.
San Antonio Urena with a hold, Mencher with a snap.
Bad snap, and it'll be 20-0 before 1:53.
A lot of juice on that ball, and
tonight's game is brought to you by Sanders Architecture and Engineering. Discover innovation with Sanders Architecture and Engineering from concept to creation. We bring your vision to life with precision and passion. Sanders, building the future today, wishing all Valley teams a safe and successful season. By El Centro Motors, in El Centro where your dream car is waiting. By Ivy Welding and Mechanical, need expert welding and mechanical services, trust the pros who get it done right, on time, every time. Call Ivy Welding, precision in every spark. By Burgers and Beer, and stay tuned for the game. After the game, we'll have the Burgers and Beer players of the game. By State Farm, accidents happen, but Marianne Valenzuela Fenley, you're covered. Get the protection you deserve. And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Lucas Mora way into the end zone, unreturnable. And a minute 53 left in the first half. Tigers are up 20-0.
So that ball was kicked into the drum line, John, as the Tiger defense will be coming out with 1:53 remaining. The Warhawks will be starting out on their own 20-yard line. So what say the both of you after almost 2 full quarters of play?
Dominating defensive play by Imperial. Dominating defensive play. No, offensively they have spark, but this defense is just.
Well, they've had a couple of turnovers and penalties that have nullified big gains. Otherwise, they might have 2 more touchdowns on the board.
Yep.
Logo Diaz out of the shotgun plays come to a halt.
So the Warhawks going with Isaac Logo Diaz at quarterback.
So it was encroachment call.
Running backs Adrian Sola along with Kawika DeVore. The wideouts are Lampert, Murrell, Pepe, and Minnick.
And it'll move the ball up 5 yards. 1st and 5 for Madison. Ball around the 25-yard line. Logo Diaz. Sola in the backfield. Logo Diaz dropping back and sacked.
That was number 9.
Number 9.
Sammy Rubalcaba. The outside linebacker, a senior, returning all-league defender.
That defensive lane, the defensive end really opened up a lane for number 9 to come through on that blitz.
Well, you know, Levi Mincher has been going both ways at center and nose tackle, and he's made his presence felt there as he's controlling the line of scrimmage for his teammates.
Logo Diaz going into the air one time. Intercepted by Imperial at the 48, number 15, Vic.
That's Danny Alcala, a sophomore.
And he takes it inside the 45, 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
With less than a minute remaining here in the first half, 57 seconds.
When you throw a pass, 3 things can happen and 2 of them are wrong, and I think that was one of them.
I love that celebration by Coach Shaw. He goes over there and he does one of those high five bumps up in the air with his receiver.
And John, do you remember the famous collegiate coach that shared that comment?
Who was it?
Woody Hayes.
Woody Hayes at Ohio State. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Fake the dive to Wessel, rolling out this way. Ureña will run out of bounds around the 30.
Well, he had Gayola downfield, and I think Gayola was just a dummy receiver, you know, because he wasn't looking back. He wasn't one of the intended receivers. I shouldn't say dummy. He was like a decoy.
Decoy, there's a proper term. 2nd and 8.
But they had that slant open over right below the safety also, right?
Yeah, well, you know, he was engaging in his reads, looking to check down, and he just ran out of room, you know, to stay in bounds. So he wisely stepped out of bounds with 51 seconds remaining, stopping the clock.
And 5 receivers out there. Ureña all by himself. 2nd and 8. And sacked from behind.
Number 18 or 19, Steven Rodriguez for the Warhawks.
Quarterback got up a little gimpy on that, huh?
Loss of yards. Wessel's back in there.
So they have 2 downs to get a first down.
And Ureña's going into the air. And now it's intercepted. Number 3.
Quarterback's down there,
Isaiah Murrell.
Ureña's down.
It's the 2nd play in a row. He took a big hit. From
penalty. There's a penalty flag right by him. And another penalty. And there's some motions running high out here, Vic.
Words coming from the Tiger bench, from some of their players. David Shaw trying to mediate with Gene Martin.
Well, he got up a little gimpy on the previous play there, Vic. You know, I think so Imperial gets the ball back.
So Carrillo apparently was supposed to continue running the fly pattern to the end zone, and he stopped 10 yards short, and the ball was overthrown. You know, the ball went directly to the safety.
So they're marching it deep into Madison territory.
But it's coming back 15.
And they're going to come. And now they're marching it back. And they're going to spot it at the 35. Or at the 30. No, at the 35, I'm right.
So as the offensive coordinator, what would you call a pass play? Give the ball to Wessel, or kick a field goal?
You know, I'm up 20-0, 13.3 seconds to go. You could try to go in deep and get another score and maybe put your star athletes in some type of jeopardy. Or you could simply take a knee, go into the locker room, regroup, and come out and put it to them.
Well, you wouldn't want to use this as a teaching tool. 13 seconds left, tight ball game. You got to get a score. You know,
Gio Robles is in there in the backfield.
He was a quarterback his freshman year.
And they're going to sit Urena out.
And that's the reason why you want to sit on the ball. Your starting quarterback just went out, and now you have your backup quarterback in there. Do you really want to go for a big play and put somebody in jeopardy? Or do you just want to regroup back in the locker room and come out? And
you don't want to keep the pedal to the metal.
And we call a timeout, and we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Imperial County is an oasis in the desert, just being the only educational institution outside of San Diego State. Now all eyes are on us, and we want to make sure we hold that highest standard of excellence across our institution. We take it as our obligation to make sure that we educate and provide an opportunity for every single student. Okay, what programs do we need to do? What services do we need to provide? You know, where are some of our transfer portals that we need to make sure that we open up for our students? I have to give my all. And I encourage my teams, the campus community, hey, let's give it all, because these are our neighbors. These are the kids down the block. They're gonna be our doctors, they're gonna be our nurses.
Back here live. Maybe one more play to go with Gio Robles out of the shotgun. Wesso will take the handoff. Running and hitting inside the 30. They'll get a first down and 6.9 remaining, another timeout.
Number 26 is going into the ball game. That's the kicker, Lucas Mora. Urena had been the holder for the point after attempts.
We have a score for Central, 28-7 at Mount Carmel. Central on top. So 6.9 seconds in the first half remaining. Our band and cheerleaders are ready. Are the Tigers ready? We just had a great run by Darren Wessel to give him a 1st and 10.
Wow, they're going to go for a field goal.
Okay, John, bring out your calculator. What's the distance?
Well, the ball is at the 25,
It's at the 30,
35, and
it's at the
42?
It's at 32.
It's at the 32, so that's a 42-yarder.
No, where's the line of scrimmage?
It's where
It's
it's
at the
being,
25, so
where-
35 and 7 is 42.
where number 12's at.
A 42-yarder attempt by Mora. And with cool, common collection, wide to the left. And still a second left on the clock.
He had the distance, though, with plenty of room.
Just needed, yeah.
I think he would have kicked that from 50 if he had gotten it through the uprights.
So Madison will have the ball with 1.1 second on the clock.
Or
There, it looks like they might take a knee. I'm sure they will. And it'll be the end of the first half of this Madison and Imperial matchup. And that's the end of the first half, 20-0 Imperial. We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Imperial County is an oasis in the desert, just being the only educational institution outside of San Diego State. Now all eyes are on us, and we want to make sure we hold that highest standard of excellence across our institution. We take it as our obligation to make sure that we educate and provide an opportunity for every single student. Okay, what programs do we need to do? What services do we need to provide? You know, where are some of our transfer portals that we need to make sure that we open up for our students? I have to give my all. And I encourage my teams, the campus community, hey, let's give it all, because these are our neighbors. These are the kids down the block. They're gonna be our doctors, they're gonna be our nurses, they're gonna be here. So how can we make sure that they have all the resources and the support they need to get there?
Imperial Valley College. We are IVC. For more, visit imperial.edu.
No cool? No problem. For over 29 years, Arctic Air has been keeping Imperial Valley cool. You've seen our orange vans around. Chances are your neighbor is already cool thanks to us. Call today to ask about our Comfort Club membership, and you'll never have to worry about your AC again. We're here for you 24/7.
Johnny's Burritos, serving the Imperial Valley since 1963. A Imperial Valley tradition, with locations in Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro. Wishing all these students this month going back to school a big welcome back.
Welcome to Kennedy's Carne, the premier destination for top quality meats since 1959. Located in El Centro and Yuma, Arizona, we are home to over 30 awards and specialize in carne asada, perfected over generations. With 2 locations to serve you, visit Kennedy Carnes today. Every cut, a masterpiece of quality.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us. We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beer is in the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Dippy Duck wants to remind everyone to stay active, play safe, and be cool this summer. Even if you don't have access to a swimming pool, there are plenty of other ways to cool off without going near canals. To play it safe, please remember Dippy Duck's rules. Never swim in a canal, never play near canals, and never jump into a canal. If you see someone fall in, get help or call 911. If something drops in accidentally, let it go. Things can always be replaced, but your life can't. Just stay away, and you'll stay alive.
You know what, Doc? Ever since I came back from my music tour, I've been feeling great.
Well, everything looks great. Your blood pressure's normal, your cholesterol's in check. Just need to check your lungs and we'll be done.
Oh, no need for that, Doc. Let me show you what I got.
Charles, I don't think...
So, what do you think, Doc? Still got the golden lungs, right?
Welcome to the Dom Team Real Estate Company, your partners in navigating the Imperial Valley's real estate market. As the Valley has transformed, so have we, honing our expertise to ensure your real estate needs are met with unparalleled insight and dedication. Doug Dom is the broker and a fourth-generation Imperial Valley native. His 3 decades of farming experience and hard-working approach guarantee results in the purchasing and selling of agricultural land and commercial properties. Andrew Dom is one of our trusted realtors. His expertise in the sale of farmland and residential properties has earned the respect of his peers in the realtor community. Behind every smooth transaction is Marisa Kelly. With nearly 3 decades in the Valley and a background in title insurance, she ensures every detail is meticulously managed. Whether residential, commercial, or agricultural, we know the market. Contact the Dom Team Real Estate Company today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium as the Imperial Tigers race out to an early 20-0 lead after 2 quarters of play here in their 3rd game of the season. And tonight we have one of the best principals here in the Imperial Valley and in the Southern California region, Jose Apodaca, formerly.
I've worked with some great ones, but here at Imperial High School and Pre-Unified, they do an awesome job. Well, and as far as the community goes, I was talking to Coach Laguerra earlier today, and it's like, at the beginning of the game, we have, it seems like, well, it doesn't seem like all that much, but Imperial's really unique because right around 7:15, it starts accumulating, and then you have this right here, which is an awesome night for Friday night football.
Well, it's wall-to-wall people. The stands are filled to capacity, and just to give an additional kudo to your maintenance crew, etc. Thank you for the setup, having this table outside where we don't fit in the press box, but it's great to be engaging and interacting with the audience and really bringing the hometown feel and crowd to the VSN broadcast.
This table right here, Mr. Carrillo, John always calls, hey, can we have a table? And if you'll notice, that table is set, and that table, our mission of creating a safe and inclusive environment here to ensure that all students are successful for college and career and community service. So, that's what our mission is at Imperial High School, and that's what we're aiming to do to making sure that all our kids are learning at all times.
The youth program initially coming out in the ball game, running out with a football team, the kids in elementary school, junior high, etc., that has to be a big thrill. We thought the well might be dry with the graduation of Jaden Ayala and some other gifted and talented seniors from last year's squad, and but the cupboard wasn't bare, as it seems like David Shaw has retooled and just plugged in additional players. It's always great to have the leadership of Gio Robles and Mario Gagiola, etc., and some of them, the linemen like Mincher and Malik on the line. But the quarterback, San Antonio, in some big shoes left by Jaden Ayala. What do you attribute that success to?
I attribute the success, Mr. Carrillo, to well, there's a variety of things. Santino comes from a great, solid family. His dad works with us here. He's got some very good fundamentals, and he's very coachable. He's a young guy. He's a sophomore, but he's very coachable. You know, he's got no ego in him whatsoever, and he's an extremely hard worker. And again, if you've coached football and you've been around sports, student athletes who are coachable usually are very successful. And I have to say also, with regards to Coach Shaw has done an awesome job. You know, Coach Shaw does a great job of developing the student athletes, and his greatest attribute, he is a true champion for all kids. You know, he also serves as our assistant principal. He oversees a whole letter of the side of the alphabet. He's got a counseling background. Coach Shaw is really, the kids are drawn to him, and he is a true champion for them, and they'll do anything you ask, and they're all very respectful kids, and they get to class. They get to class on time. They do well academically, and so I attribute Coach Shaw's leadership of the overall program in the several years, but also with Santonio, he's one of the most coachable guys that I've had the privilege of observing.
Well, he's an excellent mentor, David Shaw is.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I watched him play in high school when I was at Vincent Memorial, and he was an outstanding quarterback, outstanding basketball player, outstanding baseball player. I think he was the player of the year in all three sports. And then to come back and coach here at his alma mater, the kids, you know, he's been there, he's done that, and he leads by example. But as you say, he's a player's coach.
Right.
And he's got an outstanding coaching staff. There's a lot of continuity there. He lets them do what they do best. And I think this might be the year that Imperial may take the IVL crown.
Well, you know, we'll see. We've got to go one game at a time. You know, if you ask Coach Shaw that question, he's going to say the same thing. Well, right now we're against Madison, 20-0 at halftime. If fortune has it, and God willing, we'll still be on the same side at the end of the game. But you know, one game at a time, one down at a time, one quarter at a time, and absolutely, yeah. Coach Shaw, I'd say, is a player's coach, but he's a coach's coach because there's not enough good things I can see about David. I mean, I've had the privilege of working with him for a long time and watching him, you know, work as an assistant here and following him when we were coaching together when he was at Calipat and I was at Calexico. He's just an amazing human being, and the success of this program is largely due to his influence on these kids.
Well, you know, they said that a winning football program kind of sets the tone for the fall semester at any high school. What are you looking forward to here to celebrate during the fall semester and the months of September, October, into November?
Well, here at Imperial High School, some of the things we always talk about: connections, making connections with our students, celebrations, celebrating everything that we can, high expectations, and high levels of support. You know, today, you know, this is a football game, but if you look around, we have a student section led by our ASB. Mrs. Beeson is our ASB advisor. We have some awesome ASB kids who come and put this together. Then if you look over there, we have our cheer squad. And our cheer squad is about 39, 40 strong. And Coach Fisher does an excellent job with putting this together. If you look on the other side, we have the Pride of Imperial Band boosters. Mr. Scurries has done an amazing job leading the band. And then if you look all over the place, we have community members. And we have people working the press box for us. All of these folks are teachers, former teachers, current teachers. And then you have the community. You know, we have parents, we have uncles, aunts, grandparents, all siblings, all coming out for this football game. So over on the other side, we have some of our staff there. We usually have a lot of staff, but I dropped the ball and I forgot to mention to them that we have this going on today. So you'll see that filled out the next several home games. But this is just it's a community endeavor, you know, and again, celebrations, we celebrate everything. When a kid makes it to class on time, we celebrate it. When our ASB kids this morning, they put together the student section, we celebrate that. We had the cheerleaders doing face painting today during advisory, we celebrate that. If a kid learns, ties his shoes, or is walking down the area and picks up a water bottle and puts it in the trash or in the recycle bin, we celebrate that too. We're about connections with our kids, celebrating as much as we can, having high expectations, but also those high levels of support.
And so there's a lot of excitement for the 25-26 calendar school year. And one last question, how's the family doing? How are your boys doing that have gone off to college and what have you?
You know, thanks for asking me that, because my oldest son, Diego, he's 26. He just defended his master's thesis in biomedical sciences. Jose, who graduated 2024, is due to start at University of Laverne. We're going to go for a scrimmage tomorrow. And my youngest, Raul, he's a freshman playing football here, center and defensive tackle for the Tigers.
Well, that's a triple thrill for you with the Suns being successful, but also when you come out to the football field, just to see one after the other playing. So,
and my wife is keeping us all together. She's working at Central, so she's got us all. She keeps us all in check and make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Apodaca, the successful principal here at Imperial High School. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you very much. Tiger Pride.
Not sure what you want to do after high school? The dual enrollment program at Imperial Valley College is here to help.
Our goal is to make sure that every single student in the county has the opportunity, one, to graduate from high school, and two, earn some college units, some college credits before they graduate from high school.
Dual enrollment helped me out to finish faster towards my career in life. You get a little taste of that college experience of what to expect.
So even if you don't know what you want to do as a career, by taking college courses that are general education, you're able to explore. Maybe you find a love, an interest, and a passion for business or psychology or history.
It starts with our high school students. If they get the chance to see college, experience college at an early age, research says they're more likely to, one, attend college, and two, graduate from college. And that's what we want.
Start exploring your future today with dual enrollment at Imperial Valley College. Apply for dual enrollment to find your passion today by talking to your high school counselor or visit www.imperial.edu/dual enrollment.
We're coming to you live here. Thank you, Joe Apodaca, for that excellent interview. The Tigers are kicking off. Lucas Mora will kick it into the end zone, and the Madison Warhawks will take it at the 20. Well, Lucas Mora kicked it into the end zone, and again, another first down at the 20-yard line.
Well, John, thanks to Joe Apodaca and an outstanding halftime interview. He's always been a special global exposure on VSN, your Valley Sports Network.
And Logo Diaz with a pitch
to Adrian Sola, getting to the outside. A good pickup of about 9 yards on the play.
It's just so important for the Warhawks to establish something on this drive.
Well, what do you think David Shaw told his team, offense and defensively, and everybody else at halftime?
Well, he definitely told them we're going back to a 0-0 score. So we need to win the second half.
And what about composure on the sidelines? Because there were a couple of unsportsmanlike penalty flags thrown in the closing minutes of the second quarter.
I guarantee you Coach Shaw took care of all that stuff in the locker room.
Second and short, Sola with a ball, takes it and gets a first down. He'll be at the 35, or inside the 35 at the 33.
So as the third quarter gets underway, Imperial with a 20-0 lead over the Madison Warhawks, who are on offense right now. They're in all white uniforms with blue numerals and blue helmets. The Tigers in their home reds with white trim, defending the northern goal here at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium.
Pass over the left flat, complete. And Madison with another first down, move the chains. A first and 10 for Madison.
Madison with good field position now, just inside the 40-yard line at the 42.
There's chain gang is getting set.
Now, Vic, am I wrong to say that Madison just picked up as many first downs as they did the whole first half?
No, you're not. They're in lateral pursuit
of Sola. Got something happening here at the sideline. Flags are flying like confetti.
Well, number 6, Adrian Cortez, made the tackle on Sola, but something was set on the sideline, and we just talked about that, Ruben, about the sideline barking. You know, the players aren't in the game, but they're talking a big game from the sidelines.
And I could have sworn that Coach Shaw would have taken care of this in the locker room, but it's that number 0 there for Imperial, who may not get any sideline time next week after this.
Okay, it's Kenneth Tirado, if that's what you're referring to.
Now we're gonna have to hear from
not Lefty, that's his father.
Yeah, Gene
Martin.
Wow, Tirado, he's a senior.
Here it comes.
You know, Vic, you want your team to have fire. You want them to have fire, but you also want them to be disciplined with their fire.
And discipline is important in these situations here because things could have gotten out of hand.
Big time.
And you get player ejections, and then they have to set out the next game.
Yeah. First and 10 for Madison.
Whoa.
Oh, bad snap. He wasn't ready for it. And whoa, just like that, Imperial got it, number 71. Oh, yeah.
That was Larios, number 71 for the Tigers.
That's a hell of a lineman there.
Yeah, he is.
Noah Larios, a junior.
Well, now he has a fumble recovery to add to his resume. He had a sack earlier in the game.
And we've got an Imperial player that's down.
And he was showing a couple of dance moves on the sidelines.
Yes, he was.
And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
At Pioneer Memorial Hospital, we've been caring for our community for decades.
And at our Central Regional, we're committed to bringing specialized care closer to home.
Together, we're building a stronger healthcare network for every family in Imperial Valley.
Because when it comes to your health, we are all on the same team.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, one team, healthier tomorrow.
Back here live, Madison with the ball. Imperial has the ball, excuse me. They recovered the fumble during Wessel with a handoff. Grabs 3 yards.
San Antonio Moreno back in the ball game. And Wessel with that handoff. He's joined by Gio Robles, Mario Gagiola, Trey, TJ Reese, and Leo Morales on the offensive end. At center, you have Levi Mincher. The guards are Gillian Rosales and Jordan Malik. The tackles are Ezra Favila and Marciel Robledo.
So 2nd and 8. Moreno handing off to Wessel, crossing midfield and into Madison territory.
Running behind the blocking of Levi Mincher and Jordan Malik. A pickup of about 5 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Big play for Madison here. Guys, big play for Madison. They make a stop here. It gives them an opportunity to pick up a little bit of field position.
Well, Gianni, the freshman, Robles being replaced by Mario Gagiola, the senior, number 4, split out to the far side.
8.5 to go in the third quarter. Nobody fooled there as Wessel.
Nobody fooled as number 21, Prince Rodriguez, blitzing from his middle linebacker position there to make the stop. So it'll be a 4th down with 8:10 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. The punting unit comes out. Mario Gagiola will be handling the kicking duties, standing at his own 35-yard line.
And deep to receive, number 15. That's Isaiah Cannon for Madison. Flags.
Delay a game there, John.
Well, those are some of the things that they're going to need to iron out. You know, these mental mistakes. You know, if you're on special teams, you would be chomping at the bit, waiting for your chance to go out and be on the punting team instead of having been called from the sideline.
Gagiola gets the punt. Short, not much distance, but high altitude. And it's downed inside the 47-yard line.
So what was it?
It was a 9-yard net there.
It's not going to do much for his punting average.
No, it's not, and he's a hell of a punter. But they brought a little bit of heat and made him run out of his pocket.
You know, the way this first half closed there with the penalty flags and what have you, it seems like both teams have come out a little flat here in the 3rd quarter.
I was going to say, it feels like somebody's become complacent out here, you know, just going through the motions on both teams. But Madison did get that big stop there on 3rd down.
That's number 6. Grabbing 3 yards.
Marcus Salmon in to make the stop. Number 6, Adrian Cortez, a senior.
Imperial has some good tacklers out there because it's not easy to tackle out in space the way number 6 did right now.
No, they've been taught the fundamentals and you know, tackling drills and how much time do you dedicate during the week in practice to open field tackling?
Well, I'll tell you what, there should be 1 period every practice for open field tackling.
Second and 8 for Madison. Diaz rolling, completes a pass, and gang tackled, but not till after he makes that 1st down. And that's number 23 or 20.
20, Kawika DeVore, tackled by number 9, Sammy Rubacalva. Came across the field from his left linebacking position to make that tackle on the far side of the field in front of the Madison sideline.
So 1st and 10 for Madison at the 41. Option and recovered. But was it a dead ball?
Looks like they called the play dead.
Because it was like a forward pass.
A forward pass, exactly. It was an incomplete pass.
So luckily for Madison, they still have another 3 plays.
You know, they have a very similar offense, John. You know, Imperial runs that little sweep where they like to pitch it up into the air, which is also a pass.
Yeah.
Right, so if it's fumbled, it's an incomplete pass.
Like a shovel pass?
Yeah. You know, and if you notice, it's pretty much the same offense. They're both running, going with run and shoot.
2nd and 10 for Madison. 41-yard line. Diaz to Sola. Completes the pass as Sola comes out of the backfield and gains 7 yards.
Brought down by number 15, Danny Alcala, a sophomore. A pickup of about 7 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd and 3, correction, at the 34.
It surprised me to see Imperial miss a tackle there on the initial hit, because they're usually very sure-handed.
Well, you have number 24, Gerald Washington Walker, 52, Levi Mincher, and Jordan Malik, number 62, controlling the line of scrimmage on defense for the Tigers.
3rd and 3. Sola trying to break through the line. He does, gets a first down. And moving the chains. And they'll spot it inside the 30 at the 29. So 1st and 10 for the Warhawks.
And to make the tackle for the Tigers, number 10, Ernesto Vargas.
Yeah, that big nose guard just missed. He slid in there and...
Noah? He weren't a first name basis with that guy.
Yeah, he's something.
Yeah, look at, he's a big guy, blocks out the sun. First and 10.
The opposing.
Sola. And staying home there is linebacking position number 50.
But you know who made that play was that big number 71.
Jillian Rosales made the tackle, but Noah Larios.
He stood that center up and pushed him into the backfield right into the running back.
It's like the center coming out of the huddle and saying, oh no, it's Noah. You're probably going to order a pizza to be delivered at the sidelines for Noah. Tell him it's for Larios to go take Tom off the field.
It'll be 2nd and 12, a loss of 2 yards. Keeping everybody in the box. Screen. Sola moving upfield.
And good open field tackle by number 19 for Leo Morales.
Takes it to the 20-yard line.
And lucky because big number 71 was right on that running back's tail. If he doesn't get tackled by him, Noah would have come in and knocked him off from behind. He seems to have a little fan club up here, too.
Oh, yeah. Parents of some of the defensive and offensive linemen up here behind us.
After 3 quarters of play, Hopeville 22, Yuma Catholic 14.
Whoa. Any other updates? Calexico's also in the city of Yuma. I think they'll... (41-0), Calexico over Somerton.
So it's a 3rd and 6 from the 20-yard line of Imperial. The Madison Warhawks trying to get on the scoreboard, down by a score of 20-0. Trip receivers to the far side, the left side.
3rd and 6, Vic. Trips left. Another screen. And grabbing a first down is number 12. That's Xander Minich for Madison.
He did a great job of breaking through a tackle to pick up the yardage he needed.
Would you call that a bubble screen or just a screen out to the left flat?
That was just a running back screen, yeah, just a screen out to the flat. When you see a bubble screen, you'll see two receivers out there, out wide, and they'll throw it to the number 2 receiver.
1st and 10 for Madison. At the 15. Diaz looking for receiver. And almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted by number 20, Jacob Lee. Number 19, Leo Morales. Everybody had a chance at that.
And the receiver was wide open. He missed everybody.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. The ball at the 16-yard line. 1:33.
Wow.
Yeah, John, I'd like to see you do those back cartwheels.
I used to do them. When I used to fall head over heels for the ladies. 2nd and 10, Vic. Ruben, here we go. Madison looking to score. Sola. And takes it pretty close to the end zone.
Yeah, he bowled his way those last 8 yards. He was like a runaway semi coming down the grade from Macumba on Interstate 8.
Minute 13 and counting in the 3rd quarter.
Well, Madison has had the ball most of this 3rd quarter. I think Imperial only had it for about 2 minutes on that. Here in the middle of the field.
Yeah. 3rd and short inside the 10. And running for his life, Isaac Diaz. He may score. And pretty close. He'll get the 1st and goal.
He's at the 1.
Yeah. So he's right there.
Leading the blocking that way was Yael Cruz, number 75, 6'3", 250-pounder.
1st and goal. Ola.
Oh.
Sola slips and doesn't get there yet.
Sola running the Wildcat there, John.
If he hadn't slipped, he would have scored. There was a hole there.
Well, they're trying to run behind the blocking of Logan Nelson, 6'3", 250 pounds, and Zach Preciado, 6 foot, 215.
There he goes. And it looks like touchdown, Madison from a few yards out, or maybe a yard. Sola takes it to the house.
So we'll get set for the Harrison Brown point after attempt.
They were finally able to break through this Tiger defense. You know, the Tiger defense had been very strong the whole game, and here in the 3rd quarter, they gave up, I believe, like 6 first downs and a touchdown. So we have us a ball game. And with Madison just down 2 scores.
Harrison Brown going for the point after. Oh, they're shifting. Swinging gate.
Swinging gate. Alignment.
That was a pass to R.J. Miller in the end zone, the tight end. But it's nullified because of the penalty.
Well, they just gave away their chicanery.
So it'll be Harrison Brown with a point after attempt from long distance.
And perfectly splits the upright.
With room to spare.
Yeah.
20-7, Imperial as we start the fourth quarter of play. We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for the fourth quarter of action here at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium after the score by the Madison Warhawks and the point after attempt by Harrison Brown successful. The score is now 20-7 as we get set for the kickoff from Brown.
Gakiola bringing it out to about the 23-yard line.
So with 6 seconds off the clock, it'll be 11:54 remaining here in the fourth period. The Tigers will take over at their own 18-yard line.
Warhawks had to come up with another big stop here, Vic.
I stand to be corrected, the 22-yard line. So they're going with their first group of offense. Ureña's at quarterback, number 12. Wessel, number 2, the lone running back. The wideouts are Robles, Gagiola, Reese, and Morales.
Wessel with the handoff and stopped immediately by number 55.
That's Logan Nelson, a junior.
As we start this fourth quarter of play.
6'5", 250-pound defensive lineman.
Yeah, that's pro material, college material. Ureña this time will keep it.
Looks like it's short.
Crossing into the 32-yard line.
A pickup of what, about 4 yards on the play?
Yep.
Easily, and bringing a third and short, maybe a third and a yard.
So the ball now at the 28-yard line, or at the 33-yard line, excuse me. It's hard to tell with these players covering up the down markers.
Got some big boys down there.
And nothing there.
What did he try to run, a quarterback sneak?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like, yeah.
Did he make it?
Doesn't look like it. The Warhawks had good penetration from their line on that.
I would give the ball to Wessel and get out of the way.
10:22 and counting. Fourth and inches.
Well, Wessel just took a look at the distance.
Are they going to take a measurement?
Sure looks like it.
Are they getting the yardstick, Vic? Yeah, they're going to measure it. And we'll see.
You got it.
So first down, Imperial. Bulldogs up 48-0 and 9:51 to go. In Cibola against Somerton. Any other updates, Vic?
The 21-14 lead that Hopeville has over
Yuma Catholic.
Yuma Catholic. We don't have any updates on Vincent Memorial at Hoover or Central at Mount Carmel, let alone Brawley at Mission Bay.
Wessel can't find the hole that time and loses some yards. Loses about 5.
What's the score now?
9 minutes and counting. 9:44. What is it?
41-7 Central.
41-7 Central over Mount Carmel.
We did that game about 3 years ago, didn't we?
Right, when Charlie Sullivan rushed for about 256 yards. He's now playing defensive outside linebacker for Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Oh, okay, for the Mustangs. And Ureña looking, firing. May have been good coverage. Penalty flags, is that what?
What is it, guy? It's always around Gayola. Is he mouthing off after every play or what?
No. Let's see what the call is by Gene Martin. So it goes against Madison.
I like to call plays like that kind of
Well,
dumb.
my apologies to Mario Gayola.
Mario's a senior, isn't he?
Yes, and it's a first down for Imperial with 9:12 remaining here in the. Right now is a good time to have him run for the bomb, John. He's got all that adrenaline flowing.
Got double doubles. Fakes the dive over the middle. That is Gayola. You got it. He's taking it to the far sideline. Down to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Imperial. Mario Gayola. No flags on the play. Takes a pass across the middle and takes it to the house.
A 55-yard touchdown reception from San Antonio Ureña, and that's the way to capitalize on that taunting. So, so he had the final word by his actions. Kudos to Mario Gayola. So that extends the Tiger lead to 26 as we await the Lucas Mora point after attempt.
Splitting the uprights with 8:59 remaining in the game, 27-7. And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Buenas noticias para el Valle Imperial. Dos hospitales con gran historia se están uniendo. El Central Regional Medical Center y Pioneers Memorial Hospital ahora forman parte del nuevo Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Esto significa que tú y tu familia ya cuentan con un sistema de salud más fuerte, con más servicios y mejor atención médica. Unidos construimos un futuro más saludable, accesible y humano. Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Juntos somos más fuertes.
Lucas Mora kicking off for Imperial as they're up 27-7 in this non-league game here the third week of 2025. Go into the end zone. And we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification from the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez, all along the border on a Friday night. This is the Valley Sports Network. For Vic Carrillo and Ruben Castro, this is John Moreno at Simpson Shimamoto Stadium. Reverse that, Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium at Imperial High School. The Tigers and the Warhawks of Madison High School out of San Diego in this non-league tussle. The score 27-7. Madison coming back from a return ball at the 20-yard line. Isaac Logo Diaz, quarterback for Madison. Adrian Sola, running back. Logo Diaz, Sola finds a hole, goes to the outside, and going down the far sidelines, takes it to the 50. A pickup of 29. So found a big hole there and just ram it through and got away.
And that's what they're capable of doing. Imperial can't let the guard down.
So Madison will have the ball at the 49-yard line. A pitch in the backfield. That's Marquise Salmon losing yardage. So 2nd and 15. Under 8 minutes to go.
He's only played in about 5 plays.
Who's that?
Noah Larios.
Noah Larios.
And rolling out, stopping the play.
You like Larios?
Larios has a sack. Larios has a fumble recover, and he's got all kinds of hurries.
Illegal substitution. 5-yard penalty. So 2nd and 20. Tigers got to get to the 41 of Madison. They're at their, or I'm sorry, Madison has to get the 41 of the Tigers. So 2nd and 20 for the Warhawks. Timeout, Madison, and we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Este verano yo estoy ahorrando. ¿Y usted? A pesar del calor del verano, no hay mejor momento para ahorrar energía y dinero mientras se mantiene fresco. IID ofrece programas para ayudarle a ahorrar, incluyendo al menos $1,500 en medidas de eficiencia energética, reembolsos en electrodomésticos eficientes, $50 por reciclar su refrigerador viejo, un refrigerador nuevo para clientes que califiquen y más. En casa, ahorre ajustando su termostato 78 grados o más y utilice ventiladores. Para más información, visite el sitio web de IID.
Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation, winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence.
We're back here live at Shimamoto-Simpson Stadium in Imperial. Madison has the football, 7 minutes to go. Imperial's up 27-7. And Madison looking for something to happen here on a 2nd and 20. Rolling out, another screen perhaps. And looking for his receiver, number 12, Xander Minich, incomplete.
That Warhawk quarterback's running for his life on almost every pass there.
Well, putting pressure was Noah Larios along with Daryl Washington Walker.
You know, I look at Noah Larios, and he's a big kid. What did you say? He's 260 pounds?
Yes.
And he's constantly in pursuit. You watch him.
Third and 19.
David Naylor also into the ball game.
Whoop. So a 5-yard penalty goes against Imperial.
So you have Naylor and Walker as the defensive ends, Lario as the nose guard there, and their three-man front. Outside linebackers are Rubacalva and Vargas.
Screen to Sola. It gets the yardage for the first down, picking up 17 yards. So a 1st and 10 coming up for Madison.
Pushed out of bounds by the Tiger secondary. A nice pickup for
someone slow getting up.
Looks like number 10 is on the ground.
That's Ernesto Vargas, a sophomore.
Looks like he has a cramp. Well, we got 6:46 in this football game, Vic. We've seen an explosive first half by the Imperial Tigers.
Right, and a lot of their success in the second quarter and coming into the second half has been stifled by penalties, and where their drives have stalled. I think they could have had another 3 touchdowns on the board if they would have eliminated those mental mistakes.
So 1st and 10 Madison at the Tiger 38-yard line.
When have you seen that, John, where airplanes are landing at field level?
Number 21, the ball carrier, bursting his way through the line.
Prince Rodriguez.
Getting a first down and take it to the 24-yard line.
Running behind the blocking of Logan Nelson and Zach Preciado. There's still time on the clock, John, for Madison to get back into this ball game. If they can get a quick score here, onside kick, get the ball back, who knows? It could be anybody's ball game then.
1st and 10.
The Tigers' defense has to regain the momentum.
Number 21, Rodriguez, once again, garnering 6 yards.
Running behind the blocking of number 54. For correction, that was Logan Nelson.
.540 and counting. 2nd and 5 for Madison. Sola with the handoff. 3 yards. They bring up a 3rd down. Number 9 in on the stop for Samuel Rubalcaba for Imperial. So 3rd and short.
Tasiga Ropati, a senior, looks like he's pushing 300 pounds there to help with his short yardage. He's
Wildcat. Sola gets a first down to inside the 10, so it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, he made his presence felt there as he opened up a pathway for Sola to utilize the Wildcat formation to get a first down at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal.
And timeout is called with 4:43 remaining in this football game. Imperial 27, Madison 7. We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
DP Duck quiere recordarle a todos que se mantengan activos, jueguen seguros y que sean cool este verano. Si no tienes acceso a una alberca, hay muchas maneras de refrescarte sin acercarte a los canales. Para estar seguro, recuerda las reglas de DP Duck. Nunca nades en un canal, nunca juegues cerca de un canal y nunca te metas a un canal. Si ves a alguien caer en un canal, busca ayuda o llama al 911. Mantente alejado y seguirás vivo.
Back here live, 1st and goal for Madison at the 9-yard line. 4:43 remaining in this football game. Coming out of the Wildcat. No, not the Wildcat this time, I don't think. Looking for Sola. And breaks a tackle. Does he get it in?
He did.
Touchdown from the 9-yard line. A little pass and penalty flags going up, but the pass to Sola breaks a tackle at about the 5 and then finds his way to the end zone.
Well, with 4:33 remaining here in the 4th quarter, they're cutting the lead almost in half to 27-13. If they're able to be successful on this extra point, they'll be down by 2 touchdowns.
Looks like we're going to get another unsportsmanlike over there. Somebody was talking too much.
From Imperial or from Madison?
It looks like from Madison. Now, if I had to take a guess, I'd guess Madison after the score.
Okay, so that was Imperial. Imperial.
Harrison Brown for the point after. Swing and gate. And there he goes. No catch, incomplete. So 4.5 minutes to go, 27-13 Tigers. And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN. And here we are with Madison kicking off at the Tiger 45 because of the unsportsmanlike conduct at the touchdown. Went against Imperial, so without, I don't know if it's a free kick.
Looks like it's going to be an onside kick, and Imperial's expecting it. They have 10 guys up there. Yeah, all 11 guys are up there.
He doesn't even have it on the tee.
Nope, he's going to try to bounce it past somebody.
And Imperial recovered.
So what's the offensive game plan, Ruben, with Imperial?
Imperial, they got to run that clock out.
Okay.
Don't let Madison have that ball back. Just pound it, pound it, pound it, and
so give him a heavy dose of Darren Wessel?
Give him a heavy dose of Darren Wessel. Or any backup running back they might have there that they might want to show.
We got low-flying aircraft around here, Vic.
Are those still their starters out there?
Wessel is
sure
out
looks
there.
Like him, yeah. Wessel and
Udenya.
They're all there.
And they'll run it out, hopefully. Wessel. 2-yard gain.
So what do they have to run a play, Ruben? 35 seconds or 45 seconds?
That's a good question, Vic. I believe it's 25 seconds.
Oh, 25.
Yeah.
Okay, even less time.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised the scoreboard doesn't have a second clock.
A play clock?
Yeah, a play clock like they do in basketball.
And there's your play clock over there. That guy right there. He holds up his hand with 5 fingers up in the air like he did right now. He's got 5 seconds to run the play. His fingers are coming down.
He's the back judge.
There it is.
Wessel. Fumbles a ball. Let's see who recovered.
Warhawks are celebrating.
The referees aren't doing anything yet.
Might he have been down?
This is a critical call here. Too bad we don't have instant replay. We take a look at that again. And Madison has the ball. Whoa. And what you said, run the ball, run out the clock. Now tides are turning.
We forgot to tell him to hold on to the ball.
3:35 remaining.
You know, John, let me tell you an interesting fact.
Yeah.
When you're coaching, you never want to tell your players what not to do. You know why?
Why? Because
that's the first thing you're going to do, yeah. I remember coaching at Vincent, and all we need to do is run the ball and hold on to it. So I call a timeout, bring the running back over, and ask them, just don't fumble. Well, he fumbled on the next play, and the other team ran it in.
Yeah. And a little pass to Adrian Sola. Keeping it in bounds. Picking up 7.
Running deep on the far sideline was wide open. Was number 3. Isaiah Murrell might have been a decoy, but he was 20 yards behind the defensive back, and they didn't pick him up.
Under
27-13, less than 3 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Madison with a 2nd and 3.
It'll be interesting if they score here. There it is, stop and go, touchdown.
Oh, look at that touchdown. Numbers, is that 0 or number 6?
That looks like
number 8.
That's Romeo Pepe.
Wow.
Excellent play call.
That was a beautiful stop and go. It
was well executed.
Well executed, yeah.
And on a turnover.
Well, now it's interesting.
Yeah,
we have a game.
Well, yeah, you go for 2. They're down 19. You go for 1.
Do you go for 2 here? Do you go for 2 once you tie it?
I think you go for 1. Because it'll put you at 20.
Yeah.
Because you got a good kicker.
Yeah.
Harrison Brown.
Looks like they're going for 2.
They're going to go for 2. And they're looking. Sola, he can't hang on to it. See, he was wide open.
He was wide open.
And with 2:42 remaining, 27-19 Imperial.
It's still
and the second half has been Madison.
And it's only a one-score game there, John. One-score game. If they pick up the onside kick here, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, the Imperial's hanging on up by 8 points, 27-19.
And now an onside kick, but they're going to have to fall on it quickly.
See, now all those 15-yard penalties on mouthing off and all, they all accumulate here. They all start counting here late in the game, And
yeah.
If there's something that Coach Shaw needs to correct, it's that. Don't take away their aggressiveness, but find some discipline.
Keep your head in the game.
Keep your head in the game. That's it.
Let's see. We have 3 burgers and beer awards. I think we just give them to ourselves and go to burgers and beer after the game.
Onside one more time. Harrison Brown. And Imperial falls on it at the 48.
What I would do is I would give to Wessel wide. Let him get to the outside because this way he'll be one-on-one and he should be able to out-juke or outrun the defender. Well, having them run up the middle, they're gang tackling, they're stripping, they're trying to pull the ball away.
And that's one thing the coach, Warhawks coach told him, go after that ball. Strip that ball, pound that ball, tackle the ball. It's all about the ball for the next 2 minutes and 41 seconds. It's all about pounding the ball.
And looking to throw. Incomplete. Who was the nearest receiver?
Somebody didn't run the right route.
Gagiola stopped. Robles had his back turned.
And I'll tell you, that stops the clock.
Yep.
You got to put the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And Wessel's been the most consistent.
Yep. And right now the clock is on the side of Imperial, but you got to keep it running.
Yep.
As Richard Pryor would say, the clock of the wall.
What time is it? 2nd and 10 at the 48. Ureña's running, first down, inbounds, and
a heads-up play by the sophomore San Antonio Ureña gives the Tiger offense a much-needed first down as he advances the ball deep into Madison territory.
It hasn't sealed the deal yet, though. There's still 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting.
Well, you have Madison's defense thinking. It's not about stopping the forward progress. It's also about defending the end zone.
Yes, sir.
And not letting them get a score.
First and 10, Imperial. Darren Wessel. That's room on the outside at the 20, the 15, the 10, and that's it, touchdown. Imperial, Darren Wessel takes it from the 36, finds room on the outside to the house. Wait a minute, you got a flag?
Yep.
Excellent run by Wessel. No bones about it.
Boy, he's got speed. Incredible speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is the sole property of VSN, the Valley Sports Network. Any reproduction or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the owners is strictly prohibited.
And they're talking to head coach at Madison.
So the fans excited as they're watching the Imperial Tigers extend their lead if that touchdown counts.
Wonder what's going on.
Where was the flag thrown? I didn't see a flag.
It was right there in the sidelines, right where that side judge is.
Once Gene Martin raises his arm, he'll give us the call.
Well, it's coming back.
Holding. So nullifying that extra explosive run by Darren Wessel. And 1:49 remaining in the game.
We got some Imperial fans. They're not very happy with that call. I wouldn't be either if I was them.
They're switching the sticks.
So the ball's back at the 35-yard line of Madison.
They removed one of the
chain gang. Yeah.
Wonder if he got ejected.
I've never seen that happen.
Never.
In the 34 years that we've been doing this, John, I've never seen a sideline crew member.
I remember Mr. Bialma back in the day for the Calexico Bulldogs. He never got ejected. Fakes it to Wessel. Gio Robles.
First down.
He got the first down.
So running a daring post pattern there with 1:42 remaining in the fourth quarter, and a Ureña to Robles completion. Kind of takes some of the pressure off. Now with the clock running, they can just keep the ball on the ground and either take a knee or hand it off to Wessel.
Quarterback's now going to look at the back judge and wait till he brings up his hand and starts counting down from 5.
Right.
Burn the clock.
There he goes. But I didn't know that, Ruben. Now I'm seeing it. Now he'll take the snap. Wessel. And coming right through the line, number 28, number 20.
That's Jacob Gonzalez, only a freshman for Madison.
No, number 20.
Oh, 20, okay.
Kawaki Devore.
Kawika Devore.
And timeout is called with 1 minute to go. 27-19 Imperial. We'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
Breaking news. Breaking news. El Centro Motors is happy to announce the summer sales event and the return of 0%. Yes, you heard that right. 0%. Come and save money with these exciting offers. 0 down payment, 0% APR, 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, receive 2 years, 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy at El Centro Motors.
This summer, I'm saving. Are you? Despite the summer heat, there's no better time to save energy and money while keeping cool. IID offers several programs to help.
Back here live, a minute to go, folks. 27-19 Imperial. Imperial has a first down, or a second down. They lost yardage on that run play, so it's 2nd and 13. Wessel in the backfield with Ureña, the quarterback.
I give the ball to Wessel and let him get to the outside.
Gio Robles split out this way. And their quarterback keeps it. Well, Vic, Imperial will be faced with a third down. They're in Madison territories. You're utilizing Darren Wessel. What is your next call here coming up? It's an obvious passing situation.
Well,
you want to get that first down. If not,
Wessel can get you the ball, get into the outside, he can get you that first down yardage. And Ureña has shown that he's a deft running threat at quarterback. If the pass falls incomplete, the clock stops. They have 2 downs to get a first down. So I would either keep the ball in Ureña's hands, fake the handoff and a keeper, or get Wessel out to the outside and let him run.
Ureña's had success because they're keying Wessel.
So you're saying run the option and key on that defensive end. If he bites on the dive, take it.
That's a coach's speak right there.
3rd and 7. The ball inside.
Take advantage of the white side of the field.
The 25. What happened there?
Somebody's offsides.
Ball start. Well, 5 yards back now, 3rd and 13.
Well, the Tigers are going to have a lot of work up to go back on next week because of, they have hopes of being a title contender. They're going to have to.
There's some things they need to polish up on.
Right.
Another move.
Now the Madison Warhawks are playing referee.
Well, that's the first thing you teach your defense. If somebody moves, you just point at them. Whether you know it or not, you point on that offense. It's them.
I think they used to call it ponle dedo.
53 seconds. 3rd and 17. Critical time for the Tigers here.
Well, the clock's not going to start till it's snapped.
Yeah.
Nice. Wessel takes it up, stays in bounds, and pretty close to a first down.
He's right at the stick. What an effort.
That was a bold call there.
Yeah.
And a beautifully placed pass by Ureña.
And great effort by Wessel. Can't coach that.
And this, will they get one more play? It's a first down.
Well, there's no more timeouts. Well, Chick Hearn would say,
the jello's jiggling, the butter's getting hard, and the eggs are chilling.
Yes, sir.
27-19, and a timeout is called.
Timeout Imperial with 2.9.
We've had some outstanding players of the game here today, or outstanding players in general from Imperial. Who do we select, Coach Castro? Who do we select?
The ones that have carried them out throughout the game, and some of their big gains have been nullified by penalties, but you can't deny their outstanding play. The first is number 2, Darren Wessel, who came out like gangbusters and gave them an early lead, and then holding them steady and providing big plays himself was San Antonio Ureña. As far as the lineman is concerned, they got a boost when Noah Larios came in and made some excellent defensive stops, sacks, tackles behind the line of scrimmage, and a fumble recovery.
Yes,
so
sir.
Those are the 3 players that will be recognized by Burgers and Beer as players of the game.
Outstanding, and I couldn't agree with you more as quarterback Ureña, running back Wessel, and lineman Noah
Larios.
Well, we're on a first name basis, Noah.
Yeah.
Did an outstanding job, and just out there, Imperial will be taking a knee, and it'll be a final 27-19. Imperial Tigers going to 3-0 in the 2025 season. And these Tiger fans are happy.
Hey, see you later, Bob.
And we'll be back with more in a minute on VSN.
This summer, I'm saving. Are you? Despite the summer heat, there's no better time to save energy and money while keeping cool. IID offers several programs to help you save, including at least $1,500 in free energy-saving measures, rebates on energy-efficient appliances, $50 for recycling your old refrigerator, and a new free refrigerator for qualified customers.
We're back here live. Madison, I guess, recovered a fumble. Not sure what happened. I thought this game was over.
It was 4th and 1, and I guess they didn't get the first down. Oh, you still need to do this.
Right, we've still got a timeout.
Think they may be drawing up a Hail Mary down there or praying one.
They've got to get a touchdown, and
yeah,
you know.
And you know Imperial's going to play everybody way back.
Yeah, they just
in the end zone.
You could see it. They had everybody way back.
So you could run the hook and ladder?
The hook and ladder. The something and something.
The chair.
Run to the parked car and button hook.
The hook and ladder.
So with 7/10 of a second remaining, John, you make the call.
Make the call here. Everybody's spread out. You got 3 receivers here to the near side. He's got 2 to the right.
It's an empty backfield. He's in shotgun formation. Let's see if Larios can come in with a sack.
Diaz. Rolling. The time is expired. It's a dying quail. Oh. And almost intercepted. But that'll be it, folks. 27-19. And we will announce the players of the game one more time, Vic. Who are they?
Okay, you had number 2, Darren Wessel. Number 12, San Antonio Ureña. And number 71, Noah Larios.
And we'd like to thank all our listening audience out here today. The Tiger faithful that are in the stands with us. Join us next week as we come to you live from the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez. We'll be in Calexico, and we've got an interesting play-by-play announcer. My son is going to make his debut as a play-by-play announcer. We'll see how he does, Sonny Moreno. And we've got the Moreno brothers, Diego and Carlos, who will be helping out with color. You'll be there, Ruben, and of course Vic will be there to teach him. And I may be on the sidelines supervising. So that'll be next week, Cibola and Calexico.
John, I'll be busy having carne asada tacos from the band boosters.
And we'd like to thank our halftime guest, Mr. Joe Apodaca. We'd like to thank the Tiger Faithful, all our sponsors that make this broadcast possible. And of course, Will Torres from VSN, our program director. Make sure you catch all the live action on VSN. Again, tonight's final score, Imperial 27, Madison 19 for Vic Carrillo and Ruben Castro. This is John Moreno of Bulldog Media bringing you live coverage of Imperial Valley football, saying good night on VSN.